1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. When Leo's walk, when Leo's walk, yeah, they gonna talk their talk. Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. When Leo's walk, when Leo's walk, they gonna talk their talk. Oh, happy birthday, 'cause they talk the way they walk. Happy birthday. What's up, Leos? My goodness. Some of my Leos, I don't know, you had an accident permanente. Some of you guys had an accident that seemed like it was permanente, but a lot of you guys are getting ready to, get back into your healing. You guys are healing. A lot of you guys just went through the first milestone of therapy. Some of you guys just stood up for the first time in a long time. Such a beautiful thing. I'm seeing you guys really go through that physical therapy so begrudging, however, so adamant. You guys, great job, Leos, okay, in every way. Leos, something about insulin. Okay, so some of you guys, insulin shots. It's something in regards to insulin shots here. Something about arts and crafts. These are the things that come up around your energy. Insulin shots, arts and crafts. Some of you guys have a family member that you got to remember. Some of you guys are caring for a loved one, and they must take these insulin shots, and you guys must oversee arts and crafts. Some of you guys take them to do different arts and crafts. Some of you guys work in that field of some sort. Difficult to find. Some of you guys finding it real difficult to find your ancestry.com lineage or something like that. Yeah, it's something about the DNA runs deep. The infinite waters run deep. Yeah, this is about your DNA. So some of you guys are going to go deep diving into your ancestry.com, and we'll find some different family members that you least expect was in your DNA. It's something about a promise to protocol. Angie, okay. Angie, and fam. Angie, and fam. I hope I wrote that right. Fam. Angie, and family, like your family. So somebody in your family, Tangie and Angie, is coming up. Also, it says, because I wrote something in regards to you guys too. I was, just basking in your energy. It just came through. It says spiritually cerebral palsy. So some of you guys, I gotta look up the cerebral palsy exactly, but some of you guys have this experience in spiritual cerebral palsy. Okay, is the unfamiliar face. There's something spiritually you guys are unfamiliar with at this time that you're being reapproached with and approached with. Okay, recharging. I don't know, you guys. What do I write? I write so funny. It's honestly funny. It's not even funny. That's what I'm trying to say. Recapping the dynamics. So a lot of you guys are recapping the dynamics in the human race. Okay, so that's what it's saying. You have a spiritual cerebral palsy is the unfamiliar face. You're recapping the dynamics in the human race. Toxic mold is the permanent disease that will bring one down to his or her knees. Now, lift your head up and smile and say cheese. Because a lot of you guys are, a lot of you guys have went through some things here, okay? You can't go over, you can't go on. A lot of you guys have went through some things here. And some of these things I've mentioned has a lot to do with your energy, especially the spiritual cerebral palsy. Some of you guys have spiritually, not familiar with this type of face. However, this is something that's like a dominance in the human race. Whatever it is, it's like a toxic mold, right? That proceeds to give a permanent disease that bring you guys straight down to your knees. And when I see knees, I'm also seeing you guys pray on your knees, whether you get down on your physical knee or your spiritual knee, because some of you guys are unable to get on that physical knee right now, so therefore you get on that spiritual knee. And a lot of you guys, when it's time to pray, you're not somewhere where you can get down on your physical knee. You're always somewhere where you have to spiritually get on your knees, so don't have that spiritual cerebral palsy. You know what I mean? You guys, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing here that I wrote down that had a lot to do with you guys' energy. And I'm just going to see, what may come out for you guys briefly. But I also want to share with you guys, first of all, that Leos, you are, okay? Let me just say this off the top, okay? Before we get started in any other way. Oh, yeah, that's how you want to do me? Leos. Anywho, okay. So, Leos, sorry about that. You guys, I hope it doesn't do it again. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I hope I have it. Let's see. Okay, here we go, Leos. I'm so sorry. Listen, you guys, I need to let you guys know that you are a vast key component in this whole divine plan on this beautiful said divine planet Earth. The higher realm said you must know your worth. Okay. Now the higher realms also says that you guys need to know that word planet could be no other word than planet. Okay. So you would know that you are planned. The ET, the last two letters of the word planet, stands for the end of time, or till the end of Earth's timeline. So the higher realms want you to know that you are planned until the end of Earth's timeline, or until the end of time. Okay? In every way. So the higher realms want you to be solely focused on the fact that life is your soul's mission. It is not a competition, even though you got fools that's in competition with your Leos. And Leos, this competition that they are in is simply like, these people are, like you guys set a tone. And I've been saying this the whole time for you guys because it must be known. A lot of you guys set the bar for a lot of people. If you know that you buy a car, somebody else buy a car. You buy this, you buy a pet, and then next thing you know, somebody close to you got the same pet or something of that nature. But you guys set a tone. So this competition is more like healthy, okay? Because you guys set a tone for some people to be outside of their comfort zone or get out. Those who are designed to be in the box, they somehow get out the box. So the bottom line is that's what's happening. So you guys are to be reminded that life is your soul's mission. It's not a competition. All right? The higher realms want you to solely pay attention to that beautiful thing that the higher realms placed inside of you, which is called your intuition. Okay? If you trust that intuition, you can begin to see without sight. See, people scratch their heads when they try to figure out how the blind man and woman can get around and maneuver day or night. right? So the higher realms are saying trust that intuition, because that intuition keeps you spiritually tethered to this beautiful thing called your GPS, which is simply the gods or the guides or simply God pointing you to your next level of step of origin. Okay, and what that means is the acronym for STEP is STEP, a solution to every problem. So a lot of you guys are fully loaded when you're born. All right? You are fully loaded when you're born with a solution to every problem. However, you must know that a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that, they happen. Okay? You hear people say, what had happened? Right? So that's very important, right? So I need you guys to know that so you can step back in the course of a heated moment or whatever like that and just say, wait a minute, hold up. Am I the solution? Oh, so I must be the problem, you know? And people unscathe that part where, life is not just life. However, the enemy, the word enemy is telling you that the enemy is enemy, right? So that is something that we must really pay attention to, because nobody can harm you more than you can harm you. But because you know where you are 24/7. All right. Nobody can stop you like you can stop you. So pay attention to that. You know, so what I also need to share with you guys is that Leos, the higher realms unfortunately does not talk through burning bushes anymore. The higher realms want you to know that, no more burning bushes like the higher realms used to. Because the higher realms can talk. I ain't making it up. And people sit around and try to be getting away from people who can talk. I'm like, listen, they don't want to go to the big one in the sky because the higher realms can talk. I don't know why you thought, certain, how long you think, how old was somebody when they came back from Mount St. Elizabeth? I'm not even playing. If you ain't down, you ain't down. It's okay. Because the first thing that came was sound. And the last thing that leave is sound. Because the higher realms speaks. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, I just want to get this out to you guys, Leos, because you guys are very special. The LEO, the higher realms told me, stands for you guys are definitely the listeners. You guys are he who has the ear. You listen. The L is for you listening. A lot of you guys do hear the sounds, the ringing and stuff like that in your ears. And a lot of you guys do have the clairs, okay? It's very vital that you know this, because a lot of you guys are multi-talented and fast at all this stuff. The E, the LE, life is a big LE, but you guys are listening, as well. And the bottom line is the higher realms is saying that you guys have that listening ear, LE, all right? And the O is like, when you see an O, just know that it's the higher realms rocking with you full circle. The higher realms letting you know that, yeah, I'm gonna be right here the whole way, the whole entire way, right? So the higher realms is telling you through that OM, O-M, all right? You guys have that listening ear for the OM, which is the higher realm. So a lot of you guys can really hear, you have that ear. You know how they say he who has it, just bottom line, that's that Leo. You guys have that listening ear of okay? O-M. So pay attention to that. That's something that, the higher realms just shared with me to tell you guys as well. So now, Leos, please recognize that the higher realms not talking through burning bushes anymore, okay? Because the higher realms say, here come the fire department and all the rescue squads, and then they're going to try to sit up there and put out the fire. And quite frankly, if the higher realms want to talk, that fire going to burn. That's why you hear people come back on the news, we can't put the fire out. Not even with the water. No. Now who's in charge? All right, let's be real. Somebody messed with my camera, you guys. I don't know whether this thing is crazy or what. Somebody may have did something. When you visit different sites, sometimes I think it can take control over your system. But then I forgot, another young lady said it's also other things too, not just otherworldly being, it's also spiritual. So a lot of things are communicating through me, and I can't make it up. Spiritual realm definitely communicates. In the spiritual realm, you have otherworldly realms in that same realm, okay, as the spiritual realm. So you have them both. You have a place before time and a place after time. And in the middle, you have the otherworldly and the higher realms. All that's in one realm. And a lot of people are not familiar with that. So I just want to share that with you guys. So a lot of communication can come through, and I forget to come through letting you guys know through the they communicate through the several ways, lights, technology, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Really, they communicate with me through everything. I mean, it's nothing I can't. I can feel it really strong, and it's amazing how the love is everywhere. And sometimes you don't even have to look. You don't have to even. It's just there. All right. That's why the higher realms want you guys to pay attention to the number, signs, and synchronicities, which is the next phase. Okay. So the higher realms say pay attention to your birth date. Okay. Your birth date is 8/12. Okay. That is powerful. The number 8 is designed as so. A circle at the top and a circle below. All right. Any circle represents completion. Like I said, the higher realm rocking with you full circle every time. Oh, that's so blessed. But anywho, so the circle at the top and the circle below. Remember, Leos, everything at the top of the realms is considered more like the higher realms. That's why they ask you to keep, positive thoughts in your top realm of your body, which is your brain, right? And so the higher realms, speaks about, people still down here on earth talking about what came first, the chicken or the egg, when the bottom line, it was a thought. Okay? It was a thought. So please be mindful, to keep positive thoughts, because unbeknownst to you, and to your surprise, what you think of me instantly materialize, okay? So the higher realm said that the top circle, this is the message, that's always been circulating here. So I'm just relaying this part to you guys. I'll let you guys know when it's strictly channel. So these are informations that's been here, okay? So the bottom line is the circle at the top represents, of that number 8, represents you guys completing a spiritual abundance cycle. The circle at the bottom lets you guys know that the higher realm tell you guys you're completing a physical abundance cycle, and together it's total abundance, right? So you turn that baby on the side, you got to infinity and beyond. Now, that is your number 8, and a lot of you guys need to know that number 8, it deals with a lot of increased energy. It has a lot of increased energy, and I'm talking like elevation. Okay, so a lot of you guys are sent here to increase the volume of Earth's frequency and vibration. A lot of you guys are sent here for that beautiful sensation. I can't make it up. So a lot of you guys are born with this abundance. Now remember that 8 represents, so as is done above, it shall be done down below. I cannot make it up. Okay. Now, you guys, that number 12 is so unique. But let me break it down, because that number 1, first of all, was never meant to be a number. All right. That number 1 in ancient time were never meant to be a number. Why? Because numbers are plural. All right. So that number 1 represented God, the Alpha, the beginning. Right? So a lot of you guys need to know that you are born alpha male and alpha females in the beginning. I cannot make it up. Okay? So the higher realms want you to be mindful of that in every way. Now, the only thing that's a disadvantage with that is because, a lot of people can live and die and never equate the usage of their alpha brain state. And you guys are alpha males and alpha females. So it's going to be difficult for you to find a match or a mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, because a lot of you guys are going to be looking for that, that match when it's time. Like the mate, you're not going to want anything, that's not going to match, right? So that part, So what I want to also say to you guys is that 8 plus 1 is 9, so you guys need to know that that number 9 represents you guys being born with spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. All right. That number 9 also stands for, like when the higher realms is talking to you, that you are sent here to spiritually complete a cycle. Okay. A lot of you guys are here to spiritually. So it's just a lot of pain in this lifetime for some. And some of you guys may even have been called a heartbreaker, because you have to break some hearts because you're spiritually ending cycles in this lifetime. So don't be afraid to say no and mean it. Don't be afraid to walk away from some situations that are not for your highest good. All right? Don't think two things about it, because that is your, destination. Remember I told you guys that's your spiritual journey. That is what you are here to do. All right, so you're here to be abundant and start those new beginnings. And because of that 8 and that 1, you're here to have those spiritual endings. All right, and because you have that number 2, the higher realms is letting you guys know that the higher realms highly favor you. Okay. If you don't believe me, look in the higher realms say, if you don't believe this message, look in the mirror. You'll see everything on your body that equate the level of 2. You got 2 eyes? Yes, you do. You got 2 feet? 1, 2. You got 2 legs? Yes, you do. And you got 2 eyes. And they're both the same size. Okay, so the higher realms is saying also, as sure as it takes 2 hands to form a prayer, the higher realm said whatever you're praying for is already going to be right there. So that 2 is very priceless. It's actually one of the higher realm's favorite numbers. I can't make it up. So you are highly favored. All right. So what I need to tell you guys, when you put that 1 and that 2 together, you have the number 3, right? So that means you guys are spiritually connected to that mind, body, and spirit energy, that inspiration, manifestation, and creation, that Trinity energy. Some people say Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Some people say Mother, Father, Son. Whatever it is, you are the one. So that means that a lot of you guys don't know that you're master manifestors in this lifetime. A lot of you guys really have to be mindful of what you think, because it shall materialize really quickly before your eyes. Yeah. So some of you guys, please pay attention to what is up under your daggone, please, before you get in your car, whoever you are, make sure you look under that mat, by the brake and stuff like that. Look under that mat. I don't know what's under there, but something under there that could really start something, or something of that nature, that could really stop you from hitting the brakes. So something that slid under there, and I don't know how you guys are not going to know it's there, but it's there. So if you get a chance, every time you go in, just go ahead and be under that mat for me, okay? Because it's something about a situation under that mat, and it's going to be hard for that brake to go down. It could be the slight, I don't know how big the space is, but it's like, I don't know how you guys are not going to feel it. So be mindful of that. So that's a warning that I'm getting. That's the channel message. Now that's a channel message for sure. Something about white in a cafe that day. Okay, something about white in a cafe that day. But be mindful, you guys, okay? Okay. Yeah, so I need to let you guys know that. So also, you guys, your number 12 has a lot to do with time. A lot of you guys don't realize you can time travel. A lot of you guys are time travelers. You came here to help the new earth, okay? I can't make it up. You guys came here to help the birth of new earth. A lot of you guys are time travelers with that number 12 in your birthright. Why? Because we have 12 months in a year. We have 12 zodiac signs, and 12 is at the top of the clock for a reason. And that is your birthright. It's telling you that you guys came here to complete. Because see, 12 is also that physical complete as well. So a lot of you guys came here and then 12th dimensional level of heaven. So a lot of you guys strategically time travel here to, like I said, a lot of you guys volunteered your service, so thank you. I'm talking to some ascended masters. A lot of you guys are experienced in doing this. Okay, these things don't start by itself. They start from celestial beings. They start from some type of it has to do with run its course, and it needs you. And you, some of you guys were called, and some of you guys really did answer the call, and some of you guys actually volunteered. I do know that, but a lot of you guys are here to complete that cycle, to begin the birth of new earth. I can't make it up. Okay, that's you guys in every way. So a lot of you guys are time travel. So if you find yourself sitting around and you like, dad, wait a minute now, 10 years gone? Wait a minute. Or something like that. And then, or you sitting around like, dang, it's over, my word. It has a lot to do with you guys, your time. You really have a lot to do with time. The acronym for time is TIME, things I must earn. A lot of you guys have earned so much in the previous lifetime that you have so much experience that you volunteered your experience here. And some of you were called here. It was an immediate call here. Because the earth has some immediate calls. They had to come here from different places. Like the call just didn't go out. When you hear atomic bombs and wars and stuff like that, it doesn't just, the sound just doesn't go away. It's like, what is Earth doing? You know what I mean? What are they doing? Like, so I'm just kind of giving you guys a glimpse of it. Like, what is this? Okay, so the bottom line is a lot of you guys came here in good faith, and that's a beautiful thing. So that's what I got for your energy, you guys. And some of you guys, a lot of life lessons is what I see. A lot of you guys have learned a lot of life lessons. Like I said, you have that knowledge plus experience, which equals this wisdom. A lot of you guys are here to complete cycles. I can't make it up because this is still a lot of you guys both. Okay, I can't make it up. So this is all about you guys learning life lessons, having the epitome, having your wishes fulfilled, your third eyes open. And a lot of you guys, like I said, are highly intuitive. And right now, you're in the hood of healing. You're in the hood of healing. When it comes to your money, look at that. 12 at the top of the clock for a reason. Is that thing almost saying, is it? Okay, so it's almost 12. It's almost your time. Basically, it's almost the 12. Because it almost looked like it's 8 minutes before 12, don't it? I mean, you guys, if you flip it around, it's flipped around. So it's like your birthright, however, backwards. A lot of you guys been in hustle mode when it comes to your finances. That's 2 cups of coffee. You guys been burning the candle at both ends. A lot of you guys have been putting it down, grinding hard. Dad, you guys like sleep can wait. Like I said, a lot of you guys have a lot to do with time. A lot of you guys have learned a lot. A lot. And, ooh, what's going on here? Yeah, because a lot of you guys are speaking up too about it. Yeah, you guys are expressing yourself in every which way. A lot of you guys are not afraid anymore. I'm hearing you guys facing family matters, heartbreaks, all that. You speaking up to yours, saying, look, I told you guys. Remember I said you breaking hearts. Did I start? This is number 9. You guys are spiritually awakened. This is you. Can I show you guys something? And then what did I tell you? Okay, this is you guys. You already learned the lessons in life. Like, you guys have traveled here, time travel. You come here with those lessons. You come here fully loaded. A lot of you guys are here like that, right? I can't make it up. And then you guys come here because you are a time traveler. Did I stutter? I don't mind. I'll give you some butter. This is remember I said before time and after time. This is you guys right now spending time in hustle mode. Okay. And a lot of you guys are right here now. Bow down. completing those cycles. You got to break those hearts. In order to break those hearts, you had to speak the truth. I can't make it look like you guys like, hey, yeah, I'm here. I'm awakened. TIME, things I must learn. I'm bringing it all full circle here. A lot of you guys are doing that, and it's so clear. Woo, child. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. What's going on with your guys' career? Oh, snap. You guys, honestly, what was that? I see how people don't do certain things here. Wait a minute, you guys. What is going on? Let me see something. Yeah, some of you guys are just not bothered about the noises that take place and a lot of clutter that's inside your mind. A lot of you guys are unbothered, and that's a good thing, because a lot of you guys are laser needle focused. Because sometimes you hear these negative voices in your ear, and a lot of you guys got to stay calm so you can, really not detach from gravity. A lot of you guys choose to stay grounded. A lot of you guys get a lot of fluid, so that's good. Make sure you are drinking it. A lot of you guys detach yourself from negativity, especially at work. At work, they be trying to get you all involved with stuff too. At your job and your career, they be trying to, give you the backdrop of what's going on or what. And you hear them arguing back there, but they be trying to get your attention. But you like, listen, I'm not getting into that negativity. You guys are peaceful in spite of. A lot of you guys drinking that cup of positivity. You ain't got time for that. A lot of you guys came to earth to do what you had. You completed cycles like this. You're not trying to go to work and involve yourself in this. So a lot of you guys who are working around, disrespectful people, whatever like that, or people trying to get you involved in things and get you hooked up, you guys are not sucked into it. And that's a good thing. You don't feed in easily. I love my Leos, man. Y'all be doing some dang on thing. Look, this is... See, real recognize real. You guys like, whatever. Real recognize real. And that's what I see here. Be like, I'm not involved. I'm committed to my walk. Like I said, when Leos walk, this is your walk. A lot of you guys are committed to your walk, and your walk is to be unbothered in those unnecessary areas and to detach from that type of negative mindset and speak up only when it's necessary, when you're ending cycles, all right? To, know that you are here on a specific timeline because you have already learned your lessons. LE. You guys are the LE and the O. I can't make it up. So the bottom line is, they're telling you guys, don't be afraid, Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, it don't even matter. Because the bottom line is, you guys are avoiding a lot of things here. And I like that, because you guys recognize real recognize real. It says afraid to settle down, avoiding intimacy, fear of lost freedom. It's complicated. It don't matter. It don't matter, because that's not your problem. Leos, your issue is you guys are clear with what's real and what's fake. Who's not. So you guys came with the whole book inside of you. This is your book, and your book is saying that you guys have that third eye wide open. And the high realms is saying, speak up with no filter, because you guys know who's the deep fake. I can't make it up. Like I said, you guys recognize it, and you guys call it out. And a lot of you guys call out the deep fakes. So a lot of you guys, like I said, you're here to really make a difference on earth, because you have this rare, raw honesty. That's what it says. Whoo-wee. You guys filtered through all, this is beautiful. Yeah, you guys know the difference between a real and fake. Some of you guys really know the difference between real and fake. And some of you guys, your whole deployment here on earth is to call it out. I can't make it up. To call it out with divine timing. Speak up, and then shut it down, okay? And then move on to your next assignment, because a lot of you guys know exactly what you came here for. The bottom line. That's what I see. I love you guys. This is where we must part ways, Leo. If life lasts and death pass, you will see your hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be unto you guys. And within, some of you guys got that mole in the back of your hand. The higher realms is showing me the mole in the back of your hand. Some of you guys, I'm so sorry you slammed your finger, but it's trying to heal. Some of you guys slammed that finger. It's on the left side is what I see. Some of you guys are going through this nail injury. Some of you guys have the, no, I'm talking about like, you know, when some female break the nail or that thing. So some of you guys are repairing a nail, the energy who I'm talking to. A lot of you guys are concerned about your pet, taking your pet to the vet. I do see that. It's a beautiful brown pet. It's so beautiful. You guys are, yeah, go do that. You know, some of you guys like, can I get spayed, neutered, You're in your head about that. I do see that. But right now, Leos, I got to keep it sweet because it's time. We both have a lot to do with time. This is where we must part ways. Of life, lasts, and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be unto you and within. I love you guys. One.